Hey guys, and welcome back to our survival world. We are currently in the new Nether hub. Built this little place, put half slabs down so nothing spawns in here. And I haven't recorded in a long time, but I've still been playing. I've done a lot of work in the Nether. I built a train station. This is like a rail selector here where you can choose where you want to go. And this goes to the End Fortress. This goes to our slime farm. This is the desert where we got our villagers. And if I need sand, I go out there. This also goes to the Nether Fortress if you keep going. And this one, I haven't labeled it yet, but I built a witch hut out this way. It's a little further out than the slime farm in a different swamp, but still the same direction. So they also share a rail. Uh, but today's video is probably just going to be kind of a recap video, show you guys some things I've been working on. We'll start off in the Nether. We'll go check out our Nether fortress. I've still been working a lot on it, and it's still a long ways from done. Uh, been getting a lot of skulls while I've been working though. I think we're up to like, I don't even know, 5, 6 beacons now. And I do have extra skulls. I could kill some more withers. But I've beat the Ender Dragon now. I have Elytra, a couple pairs. I went in city raiding a few times. Probably have 5 or 6 extra sets of Elytras now, just in case. I am pretty good at dying. But I haven't lost any yet. Uh, it's good news. So here we are at the Nether Fortress. Just got some storage over here for random blocks I've been digging up and stuff we've been, yeah, bunch of fire resistance potions. Speaking of, let's go ahead and drink one while we're walking around out here just to make sure I don't die. But basically, I've been trying to spawn proof a lot of it, and I've also used about, I don't know, 4 or 5 shulkers worth of TNT blowing stuff up. As you can see, there's lava flowing everywhere around here. That'll help spawn proof everything. So I basically have all this half slab where nothing can really get to you or hurt you. Some extra iron bars. Put these iron bars up so nothing can shoot you while you're in here. And as long as you have a fire resistance potion, these guys can't really hurt you. So it's fairly safe in here. This big middle section, this is 2.5 blocks, so the withers can't really move. They just sit here and do this weird little thing. And you just walk up to them and kill them. And get skulls. And it continues this way. This is the section I've been working on lately. This is basically the end of it though. It does go down some more. I haven't went down yet. It goes over that way a little bit. You can go down and go into that path where all those blaze are. And yeah, the spawn rates are already pretty good without even, I could still spend quite a few more hours spawn proofing and stuff, and I'll plan on it. I just come over here every once in a while I'm watching a video or something. I have another pathway over here. This is a intersection, so all this is spawnable. I still need to half slab it. I ran out of slabs last time I was over here. Some more lava falls. Haven't really blown much up over that direction yet. I was gonna build a path over to there, but after I got started, that's a whole lot of spawn proofing. So I may just cut that bridge off and like spawn proof it where nothing spawns over there, and just don't go that direction. This way, there's another couple of intersections. So I definitely want to make a way to get up here to this area and make some more pads up here. So still like a little bit up here. Where was my way up and down? Well, doesn't really matter. I can just fly. My fire resistance already run out. Well, that was a quick 3 minutes. I have been making 8-minute ones. I just thought I didn't think I would be here that long. Thought it would be a quick little thing. I missed my turn. Gotta go out right here. Yeah. Oh me. Mobs. And so I did break some bedrock up here above it. Put some beacons up here. So we have regen, resistance, haste, speed. And I will add some more beacons whenever I get them. I think I only have like one spare beacon. I've just kind of been keeping it in case I need to dig something out or whatever. Let's just throw all this stuff in here for now. I don't want to carry it around with me. And I'll put this bottle in here. Alright, we'll continue our little tour here. It's pretty much all in the Nether Fortress so far. I still haven't found any blaze spawners out there, which I haven't really looked around all that much. I've just been looking for intersections mainly and in that area, just looking to see how I can increase the spawn rates. But it's already doing pretty good. I've been just kind of flying around with a shulker box full of TNT and placing it down whenever I find land and uh, blowing it all up. It's pretty fun. Kind of expensive. We've gone through quite a lot of gunpowder. But I have a witch farm now. Uh, Not much to look at over there. We probably won't go check it out. I'm sure you guys have seen witch farms. It's a newer design than I've built before. It has like tripwire hooks that wash, they hit the tripwires and then the water flows and pushes them off. They're little platforms. Let's see, what do we want to do next? I guess we can go check out the end since we're already in the nether. We can go check out our end fortress and the end island. Or not the island, but whatever. I guess it is an island. It's been a couple of days out there on a pretty massive building. Let's see, here we are at the portal. And this brings us to the end fortress. Dug out the whole room here. And I have a gravity block duper here. So basically you turn it on and it'll dupe any block that, like any of these concrete blocks, gravel, sand, red sand, all the different colors of concrete. I guess I could set it up just to show you guys it running. I don't really know what all colors. I know I've ran a bunch of white. Probably don't need white. And we'll just do something like that. And you can just take this out and put down different colors. Let's see. Purple, pink, magenta, and then we'll go red and brown and orange. Okay, let's put all our colors back up. And then you just turn this on. And I know it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it's actually slinging the items through the end portal here. And then if we hop in, they are all getting slung off of the little platform here over to the side, and I have candles underneath. They land on candles, and it breaks the item and puts them into the water stream there. And they do get stuck on the candle occasionally. It's not that big of a deal. We're getting a ton of them. So here's our building. We have a shulker farm out here. This is actually the second one I built. So I built this in the overworld, and it destroyed our rates on our guardian farm. The guardian farm, it still worked, but it was like you would get 10, 20 at a time, maybe. So I had to tear this whole thing back down and rebuild it, which is a pain in the butt. It's really not that bad of a build. It's just a ton of blocks, ton of scaffolding, ton of slabs, and not very easy to place them and stuff like that. Uh, but the shulkers eventually teleport all the way to the top, where there are some wither roses on that soul soil, and they die to the wither roses. And these over here actually shoot at the center one also, the center shulker, and it makes him duplicate a little more often. And you can get up to 8 in there, although it never seems to actually fill up before they all die. So down here is where our gravity blocks are coming in at. We have a water stream, and all these are, there's item sorters under all this. Looks like there's a bunch of sand that didn't make it. It's filled up probably. Looks pretty cool. All of the stuff coming in. And then it automatically gets sorted into all these chests. And I have shulker box loaders on all these. So they all fill up with shulker, or it fills up entire shulker boxes full. I've used some blue already, that's why that one's a little low. But, and then I have over here, let's see, let's grab some concrete of some kind. If we have, oh no, wait, we need powder. Yeah, we'll just grab some of this black. I think there's already some black up there. But up here I have a little converter. Has a TNT duper with it. You turn that on, the TNT starts exploding, and you stand here and click this little torch, and this dispenser drops you a new concrete powder every time. Let me turn this down. Every time you place an item, the dispenser gets activated and it gives you a new item. So the whole time you're standing here, it's converting over to concrete and sending it down this line. These pistons push it over, and the TNT blows it up. Pretty neat little machine. I'm not gonna stand here and do it forever. But yeah, water comes down, or it comes down, drops in the water, it goes up, and we have the same thing on this side. I did set up like on and off switches to these. I still haven't run a lot of these colors, but the idea is if I wanted to catch some in this chest, I could turn it off, and it would store it up here instead of letting it go down into the shulker box loader. If I just needed like like a stack or two or whatever, instead of having to sit there and wait on a whole shulker box to fill up, which could sometimes take a while. Um, Over here is the input for the shulker shells, which is also has a shulker box loader on it. And I've already took some of these home. We have, I don't know, 3 or 4 chestfuls, I guess. And here is just a little system I set up to get more shulker boxes in case we need to fill up any of these in the back here. You can see I have them all labeled, what goes where, and if any of these lots are, if it's on, if it's off, it has plenty of shulker boxes. If it's on, means it's getting low, so you need to add shulker boxes to it. And as you can see, they're all pretty much low, but I haven't been running it very much lately, so no big deal there. Anyway, I think that's about it out here. So we will continue the tour. Um, that's where our portal came out, or loaded in for going to the end cities. I've been killing withers down here. And now we're back over here. We'll just turn that off. Good deal. And we'll turn our volume back up now that all the TNT's done blowing up. That's pretty much all I have out here in the at the end base. I thought about making an actual base out there, but I don't know. It's a long ride. I might still make a base out there. I don't know yet. There's not much out there. If you go up to the top of where the above the stronghold, it's a birch forest biome. So nothing fancy. I did revert our world back to 1.21.4 also, so I could have the mini HUD mod, and I really like having that, and I couldn't find it for 1.21.5, so I just went back to an older version and been playing on that for a while. And I also have a hole in the bedrock up here. If I can jump up here. This is our portal for the gold farm, or the Guardian farm. This is our gold farm. Built it, and this is a Nimbomb gold farm. Works really fast. And I have piglins over here for bartering, whatever, trading for gold. You just put the gold in the chest, hit the button, and the dispenser spits the gold down on the pressure plate. I'm sure you guys have seen all this. And they're standing on top of hoppers, and all their items get picked up and sent up a dropper elevator. Actually put in 2 dropper elevators. One for this side, one for this side. Because if you put too much gold in there, they get backed up. I still need to do some work on that. I don't know what the solution is other than building. I gotta figure out a faster way to sort the items, because it'll overflow if you do like 3 or 4 stacks of gold. It gets backed up. Too many items. The gold farm is crazy fast too, though. Pretty much can hardly kill them fast enough. Stand here and get all the gold you ever want. And it works for XP farm if you wanted XP. Not that we really need it, but just can't even hardly kill them. And this sword has sharpness 5 and sweeping edge. It's pretty much maxed out. But if you get tired of killing them, or if you just want to AFK it or trade or whatever, you can just hit that button and it pulls the blocks off from under them and lets them fall to their death the rest of the way. I just had that out here for building materials for building this little building around it. Anyway, we're getting a lot of good stuff from our trading. Obsidian. I hate mining that stuff. Tons of blackstone. I've used a bunch of the obsidian up. Nether brick, nether quartz. I hate mining that. So that's nice to have. Soul sand, very nice. Gravel, string, leather, all that stuff's very nice. And then this was just all the random stuff you get. Fire resistance potions that's pretty handy. Considering our nether fortress is kind of dangerous at the moment, but I've been using these potions. I just bring like a whole shulker box over there to the nether fortress and then add redstone to them, make them 8-minute potions. And there is auto crafters down there somewhere. That little setup, I think all that I have slabbed it off so there's not mobs down there. But any of the nuggets that get dropped from them turn into ingots. Any ingots turn into gold blocks, which I haven't been using my sword on them very often. It's basically the only time you get ingots from them is if you play or kill them. But I've got a good bit of gold ingots. Even ran the trading system thing a good bit, and still have a lot left. And then the newest farm I built is this little frog lot farm. Got some frogs in here, and this was not near as hard as I thought it would be to get these frogs all the way to the nether. I thought was going to be terrible. The only bad part is waiting on the tadpoles to grow up in the different biomes. But you could put frogs in boats. I didn't know that. And yeah, pull the boat with a lead. It's pretty simple. And I just put some golems in there to attract the magma cubes. And all this area is spawn proofed as well. If you just you have to go all the way up here to the top though, to AFK to get them to spawn down there. Let's see. We're gonna climb up here. I just made a little spot to stand in. No room or nothing on this one. The farm is so fast you can't even run an item sorter on this one. It's way too fast. So it's producing. I don't even know. I haven't even tried to count it. It's crazy though. Right now I have it hooked up to like 9 different hoppers, and it keeps up, but you stand up here for just a few seconds and you get like a half a stack of frog lots. As you can see, the farm is like completely full. Oh, that's not good. I'm trying to land on the glass. Land on the glass. There we go. Yeah, it gets completely full of magma cubes in just like 30 seconds. And the golems reduce them down to the miniature, the baby version. Then the frogs can eat them. And there are hopper mine carts picking up all the magma cream and frog lots. And it drops them into these hoppers. And I just cleaned this out last time I was here. So all these are fairly new, I would imagine. So, so you get about a stack a minute if you add them all up. Not a stack of each color, but a stack of all of them put together. I don't know where he came from. Anyway, pretty neat. And I put some torches down so I could always find my little hole that I popped in the nether. There is a portal over there. That's where I was bringing the frogs in from. But that goes to a jungle that's near our house. Not actually to the base. Alright, and we're back to the nether hub. And we're about to go through, although I'm gonna warn you, the island looks a lot different now. If you've been watching the series, the Mushroom Island has really changed. Yeah, no more mushrooms. No more hills, nothing. Tore it all down. It's all flat now. And I'm probably going to go back through and dig one more layer out and put grass down. That's why it looks weird right now. All this was mycelium and stuff. I had to get rid of all that junk because it spreads like crazy. That's our guardian farm out there, floating in the air. And here's all our other farms we've been building lately. Have a I just turned these into honeycomb only now. Little bee farm set up. Both of these are honeycomb only now. Um, I'm gonna build a actual honey farm in the nether. Maybe next episode. I've been working on it in creative. We'll go to that creative world here in a little bit once we start talking about the auto crafters and stuff. But I don't really need a whole lot of this honeycomb stuff. So I'm just going to leave it here in the overworld and build the other one up at the gold farm, I think. I built a sheep farm for all our wool. I got 2 sheep for each color. And it's been running for a good while. Got maybe a half a stack of each color of wool. I like having the wools for like highlight blocks and stuff. Pretty handy. Uh, they get shared automatically. I'm sure you guys have seen these. Dispenser behind them. The minecart harper that is like shoved inside that dirt block. And yeah, picks them up automatically. I put a chest up here to with a minecart to send over to refill the shears if we need to. Put one of those on both sides so we don't have to actually go through and check every single dispenser if we don't want to. Uh, this is a cow breeder. Let's show you, let's go over here. This is our villagers. Y'all have seen the villagers. Um, got some copper out here aging. So up here we have our wheat farms. Got 2 villagers down there getting wheat. And I got 2 more up here getting wheat. Just picking away. Well, one of them is. One of them lost his job again. That's like the second or third time. These ones up here in this top one keep doing that to me. I don't know why they're doing it. They're losing their job. Anyway, they automatically pick the wheat for you. Do have a seed filter. It's supposed to work. I don't. Every once in a while, seeds still come through. You just send them back up. No biggie. Uh, So this is a little cow farm. Works really good. I just put too many cows in there. So I have a water bucket dispenser here that makes them all pop up to the top where you can feed them to have babies. But I put 64 cows in here, which was way too many. And they started getting crushed from entity cramming after a little while. Only when the water's turned on. I don't know. I built it in creative and it worked fine. And then I bring it over here to this world and build it again, and it doesn't work perfect. But the little babies, when you breed them, they drop down here, and you wait on them to grow up. And I made a sword that has fire aspect, so you get cooked meat, get some raw meat. A lot of that's because of the entity cramming. Sometimes the cows, so there's chains up there that the cows are standing on. Sometimes the babies don't fall off quick enough and they grow up, but they die due to entity cramming. So, no big deal. I have a chicken cooker. I moved it. This was over there, kind of by the villagers. I moved it over here by our other animals. I did add a lot of stonemasons just to get. I've been trying to get all the different colors of terracotta and stuff. Just even the glazed ones. So basically what I've been doing is trading with them until they unlock all their trades and making sure these two trades that are on the expert level are different than any of the other ones. So this is how many I have so far. All these have two different trades than the rest of them. Oh, that takes forever. You go through and trade and trade and trade, and then turns out he has the same color as the last guy you done, so they don't make the cut. This is our bamboo farm. I just put a building around it. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. Uh, I just put a bunch of random blocks. Random gray, black blocks. Deep slate and basalt. Stuff I had a bunch of. I ended up putting a shulker box loader on the mob spawner because this thing was getting full all the time. So that thing still works surprisingly very well out here. Just because no other mobs can spawn around. We got a skeleton horse. uh, Actually, there was four. I killed a couple of them, and there's one right there. I can't get him out of there. He just stuck. He's been there forever, ever. I don't know. I don't know how to get him out. The inside of the bamboo farm is it's nothing to look at really. I left the glass in here so you could kind of see through and make sure these carts are still running. They shouldn't ever stop unless unless they're unloading. So I left the little windows in it so you could see from the outside, make sure they're still running and back and forth and everything. And I built a sugarcane farm over there. It's basically full. We already have 2 or 3 shulker boxes full, maybe more than that, and I've just quit even emptying the chest. We have more than we'll use. And I already have plenty of rockets and everything. And this is the other side of the island. This is our smeltery. Y'all have seen that. Smeltery and cobble generator with the lava for the fuel source. So I got into tree farms for a couple of days. And I went a little overboard. I made like 4 different tree farms. Uh, a lot of them are basically the same. Just they do different trees. Like this one does dark oak and pale oak, which I reverted back to 2.1.4, so no pale oak right now, but does dark oak really well. It you stand in this little composter. It's kind of hard to get inside of it. There you go. And it moves back and forth when you turn the machine on, and you can place all four saplings, and the sapling or the logs get blowed up when they get pushed over. Works pretty fast. This one is for the nether trees, which I'm not a big fan of the red one, so I've only been building or blowing up the blue one so far. I like the blue one a lot. And you do get shroom lots. Also, I've cleaned out most of all this and put it in our main storage room. And this one does almost any other treetop. Let's say almost. That one over there is for mangrove, and it works okay. It works. It just eats through bone meal like crazy. Like you get maybe a stack of logs per 3 stacks of bone meal, something like that. It's pretty bad, but it's probably still easier than actually cutting those trees down. It's a pain in the butt. But this one will do oak, spruce, birch, acacia, cherry, anything else can go through here. So been getting a lot of wood from that. It's pretty helpful. I put some ice down here for the water collection, or item collection for the water system. This is our bone meal farm. I love watching this thing run. This is a Ilmango design as well. If y'all have noticed, a lot of my stuff is a Ilmango design. I really like his stuff. This thing is so fun to watch. It just pops off so many items at once. It's insane. So all this stuff is, all the stone is getting converted to bone or moss. And then sometimes you get grass and carpet and azalea trees. All that gets funneled down to these hoppers, and there's composters underneath them, and it turns it into bone meal at a pretty good rate. Got an auto crafter here. Love these things now. I've been figuring out how to use them a little better, so I'm putting them everywhere. uh, yeah, as you can see, the bone meal's coming in. It's pretty fast. I mean, sometimes it'll come in kind of spurts. You'll get 5 or 6 or 10, and then it'll kind of slow off for a second. Yeah, I like it. And I've been thinking about even building another one. The bad part about it is you have to remember to turn it off. These, if you don't, if you leave the area with it running, the water doesn't update, and this stone turns to cobblestone, and the cobblestone can't convert to moss, so it breaks the farm. And then when you try to fix it, the water pours out, and it pours all over your redstone, and you're mad because it takes 30 minutes to fix it. Yeah, I broke it like 4 times. I'm getting really good at fixing it. I got random holes all over the island. This is where like coal and ores and stuff were. I went through and dug all those out because I wanted coal and copper and things like that. I haven't dug all of it, I guess, but yeah. Next thing, very soon, I'm gonna turn the rest of this, dig this one more layer out and place down some dirt to turn to grass, so the island won't look quite as dumb anymore. We're about to the point where we can actually start building some cool things. We're getting our materials up, got our tree farms up and going. We have any of the wood that we need. and things like that. And I don't know if you guys will remember, but early in the season, I've been storing all my stuff just in random chests everywhere, and didn't really know where I wanted to put a storage room. I just had chests sitting everywhere, and more chests over here, and chest over there. Yeah, chest everywhere. Well, I decided to go underground and dig a massive storage room down here. And this is it. And I'm not really done with it yet. I've got a lot of it done. This wall's not really done. I don't know what I want to do in this side yet. And I still have a little bit more space in the bottom right there and over in that wall and in this corner. All this is our main storage now. This is all manually put in, like our oak wood. If you want, you have to put it in manually. This is stuff oak stuff that's built out of oak, stairs and doors and stuff like that. Fences, trapdoors. Then we, have them all labeled: spruce, oak, birch, dark oak, mangrove, cherry, jungle, and acacia. The bamboo. Yeah, I put crafting tables all around the edge so you can easily craft things. And this is our kind of our more important stuff over here in this end wall. Got our shulker boxes and shulker shells over here, our tools, and armor, redstone stuff, and redstone, tons of redstone. I have a whole box for sticks because I got tired of crafting sticks. Ores and things. And then I made these little crafting stations. This is pretty cool. I think it looks cool for one, but it's also very handy. So you use all these blocks quite a lot, like anvils and these stone cutters, crafting tables. You have an ender chest here, store all your stuff in, and I put shulker boxes here, and with just items that are required to craft. That's pretty common, like wood if you need to make planks or sticks, or cobble for pistons and things like that. You don't have to run and grab from way off. Just pick up the, get them out of the shulker box there. Kind of handy. This is a box for our bulk storage. So like, we'll just put some deep slate in there just to show you. So if you have a whole inventory full of stuff, you can throw it in that box and it gets dispensed into some water and it goes upstairs up here to bulk storage. I haven't really decided on what all I want to put in bulk storage yet. Just got the main blocks I've been getting a lot of up here right now, but all this stuff gets automatically put into shulker boxes for you. It's automatically sorted. So, and anything that's not sorted just comes into here and I can look at it to see if I want to add that to bulk storage or not. And, or I can just move it down to the other chest manually. But this should do us for storage for quite a while. That should last a while. If I fill that up, something's wrong. Over here we have a little smelting room. If we ever need to smelt just a few items and don't want to go all the way up to the big smelter. There are blast furnaces here. We have some lava cauldrons that get filled up automatically. There's chests for buckets and coal and things. We have smokers. If you want to cook some food, more lava there. I tried to make them look like the modded blast furnaces kind of thing. That's what I was going for. I don't know if it looks great or not, but I like it. Made all three of them different, just give them a little different texture and look to them. think it looks pretty neat. Nothing too fancy though. Black stone on this one looks pretty cool. Oh, I had that up there when I think I climbed up there to put those banners up there or something. I just stuck those up there. Those from the in cities. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that wall. I just put wood up there for now. I like keeping it dark. I think it looks kind of cool. The ceiling is all deep slate bricks. That took forever to place, but I think it looks kind of cool being all dark. It makes the room look a little bigger than it actually is. It is pretty big. I dug it all out. But, yeah, I have more crafting stations throughout the middle here. Enchanting setup. And I have a button here that makes this dispenser give you 3 lapis whenever you push it. So you can enchant your tools or anything. I think I'm going to make a tool and armor station right here. Just move it from there to over here. Move our tools to over here because we're getting quite a few extra picks and armors and things like that. Like I have a ton down here, and then there's even more upstairs at the villagers that I've bought. But I've been fine. I've been in city raiding, right? Like I've went to, I don't know, 7 or 8, 10 different in cities and got a ton of armor and tools. So I need a place to put it. This is our storage for rails and mine carts. How did this get down here? I don't know where that came from. Maybe Enderman. But I moved our rail duper down here, and I've just put a water stream in here. I've put a button here where you can turn that on and off if you need to. If you need to switch the rails out or whatever. But you turn that on. A lot of them get stuck on the blocks, but you know, with the water on, they do sometimes go downstairs and they get automatically sorted down here into their appropriate chest. And grab all the rails. I don't know what I'm going to do in these walls yet. But then I started messing with these auto crafters. I set all this stuff up, and I made one for dispensers. This one took forever to figure out. They did not make these things user-friendly at all. I was so excited for them until I actually started playing with them. And boy, are they complicated. Like, I'm fairly decent at redstone, but man, these things, I've spent probably 2 days trying to figure these dudes out. And I still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about them. So this one, these lots, these indicator lots tell you when you run out of an ingredient. So right now we're out of cobblestone because that lot is out. All the other ones are fine. But this automatically crafts bows up here when you turn the lever on. And every time it receives a bow in this hopper, it powers this comparator. And there's another crafter down here crafting dispensers. That's how that one works. It's pretty, yeah, pretty crazy. This one auto makes torches. All you have to do is put redstone and sticks in the top barrel, and it will start crafting them. This one automatically makes repeaters. Same thing, put your ingredients in the top barrels. This one makes comparators. Same thing. Over here, I moved the storage for the bamboo farm to come down a water line, and everything gets put into these chests now. And I have some little toggle switches here where if the lot is off, it will pull items out of the chest, so it will automatically turn the bamboo blocks into planks when the lot is off. And if you turn both of them off, it will auto craft chest for you. Or if you don't want chest, you can turn that on and it'll start just storing up planks. But I have figured out my bamboo farm is too fast for this. If you if you keep it running and let it go, then eventually this thing will just start spitting planks out everywhere. You'll have planks running around all out the base. And so you kind of have to baby it a little bit. You could turn it on for quite a while, but I needed a lot of chest, obviously, for this storage room and for the stuff out there in the end with all the concrete factory and all that. So I've been just letting it run, making chests for quite a while. And then I have this system here to make shulker boxes for you to like fill up our bulk storage. So like if you're if you're low on shulker boxes, you can just click this button and it'll spit you out 7 or 8 shulker boxes. And then you don't have to craft them one at a time or whatever. And then you can just take them and go put them in your storage system. I really like that. I mean, you could do them one at a time, whatever. Go and grab one, get one. I like being able to just come over here, click the button, get 7 or 8. I don't even know how many it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you get 8 at a time. And drop them in the chest for storage. This auto crafter here is set up to do any 2x2 recipes, so I can auto craft glowstone or sandstone or a prismarine, anything that's a 2x2 like that, which is pretty handy. I have this little door here. It's a little sneaky access to where I can check and see if I need to fill up shulker boxes in any of these. And I just go through and put some in there occasionally. And you can go up and see more of the redstone and get back here if you need to mess with any of the sorters or anything like that. And this is also access to the behind the scenes of the auto crafters. So, and speaking of, I think while we're on the topic of auto crafters, we're gonna go pop over to my testing world and I'll show you my process for making all these auto crafters. Pretty much, I've started this world recently, I guess, while we've been playing on our island world. So I kind of built all the farms over here. I have Lotmatica in here too, so I can copy and move things around and stuff like that. Test things, test the TNT, make sure it's at the right height, things like that, before I blow them up in my own world. And in survival, that kind of thing. There's our little mock-up of our storage room. That's our shulker farm. It's one of the tree farms. That one's the concrete factory. I don't remember what I was doing here. This is a selector panel. I've built this. Oh, well, I kind of broke it. It's not working right now. But anyway, I was going to use something like this for the train station, but It was really big, so I went with a different one. This is our cow farm that I made. That's another selector panel that I was going to use. That's for the concrete factory. Something I was testing with amethyst shards. And this works to break the gravity blocks. You could use amethyst shards, but not concrete because of the water. Touches the water, turns into concrete. This different kind of selector panel that I was going to use with the prismarine blocks and the copper bulbs. I think this is a pretty cool looking design if you wanted to go with like the blue and sandstone look or something like that. We may use that somewhere. I don't know. Uh, yeah. So next thing is these auto crafters. So this one, I've kind of got them labeled 2 atom crafter. Yeah, so this is the one that does like the redstone torches and things. It's got a OR gate on it. If either one of these are on, it powers that rail. So both of them have to be on for it to auto craft. If either one of them run out of ingredients, it turns it off. So if this hopper gets below 21, or well, if it gets, yeah, I guess it's below 23, it turns off and it won't let it craft anymore. So it saves your recipe that way. You don't have to refill it, it never breaks. As long as you always put your ingredients up here in these top barrels. You just can't put them in the barrels or hoppers down here. Then it'll break. This is the dispenser one. It's got a little clock back here that makes it run. Yeah, and then this one is the 3 atom crafter. It works just like the 2 atom crafter, except the OR gate is different. I have a redstone lamp with an observer reading the signal, powering through here to a repeater underneath here into the block underneath the crafter. So this one would craft anything that like comparators would be that kind of recipe. Anything that requires 3 different item types though. Not just comparators, any 3 items. Let's see what this one is. Bow crafter, 2 atom alternate, and it turns off when it's empty. Uh, yeah, so this one I thought was interesting. So obviously it's going to be able to craft bows if you lock these 3 slots, right? But it alternates between items. It's going to get a stick, then a string, a stick, then a string, a stick, then a string. But in saying that, you can also use this for other recipes other than just bows. Like if you wanted to craft sea lanterns, it's also an alternating pattern of shards and crystals every other slot. So you could use this same setup for sea lanterns as well. And I'm a really big fan of it turning off by itself too. So I always made them where they can turn off whenever they're empty. And this is basically a clock back here, and the on and off that tells it when it's out of items is these comparators, powers that torch to pull this piston up so the signal will not continue through. And you put one of those on each side and it will do that on either one of them. It'll pull that piston up where the signal can't go through. That's a pretty neat one. Could be handy for several recipes. Test. Yeah, this was just a. This is where I was coming up with this idea. Oh, oh crap! I broke it. And come up with this little or thought about the piston idea, and then that went to there. And then this is another early idea for making a clock with hoppers and droppers to do all 9 items. It doesn't really work. It works, it's just not 100% accurate. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And then I came up with this one, and this one works 100% of the time. So, and I labeled it here so you could see the recipe. This is for pistons. This is a piston recipe. So you would have item slot 1, 2, 3. The top one is all wood, and then it gets a cobble, and then an iron, cobble, cobble, redstone, cobble. And there's blocks here. Dispenser, or the droppers, don't really matter which one you use. Droppers into the line of hoppers that are going to go into the crafter. But the observers are reading the signal from this observer line that goes this way, and it'll go in order from that way this way. And I put just a etho hopper clock here to as a on and off switch, and to give it a timer to send the next batch of items. So there we go, we just got a piston. And then after I probably have way too many items in there, but after a little while you get another batch of items. Just got another piston. Then another one comes through. Yeah, this one works all the time. You could obviously speed this up. You don't have to have it going that slow. I just put a random number of bottles in it while I was working and testing on it. But you could change this recipe out too to anything, and I do believe it would be fairly easy to even hook up the hoppers and things to automatically fill up. Like you could do all the cobble in from one direction. Like you could put a double chest here and fill up those two, and just say connect that line and that line like that, and fill all the cobble from this side, and then fill your redstone, iron, and wood from this side. I think you could really automate this pretty easily. I don't know, just an idea, and I probably will add this into our room at some point. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't used a whole heck of a lot of pistons just yet, but I'm sure we will be in the future. And then I've been working on this little idea for automating a nether honey farm, because I need one in our world. So here we have 10 bee nests with dispensers on all of them and hoppers on all of them, with a line over the top that is going to come from a dropper elevator. So the idea is whenever the honey gets harvested, it goes through the hopper line into the barrel, and that is going to feed into the crafter to automatically make honey blocks. And then the honey blocks and the empty glass bottles will both get put into this chest, and then we have an item filter underneath here for glass bottles. So it's going to pull the glass bottles out here and send them over this way into this dropper elevator, and send them back up over to this line and refill the dispensers. So you don't have to ever, once you set it up and fill them all up with glass bottles, which will be expensive right off the bat, but once you get it set up, you'll never have to go back and put anything else in there. You'll just automatically get honey blocks. So I'm going to copy this over to our world and probably put it up by the gold farm. I was going to build it in the overworld, and I was going to just build like 3 or 4 different honey farms. But after I got to thinking about it, as expensive as, oh, I clicked on the same world. As expensive as this thing is going to be to build as far as like glass bottles go, I don't think I want to build 3 or 4 of them. I don't, I think I just want to do one good one where we're going to be at a lot of times. And I think the nether and the gold farm would be the best bet because the bees won't sleep there. They'll constantly work. It doesn't rain in the nether or anything like that. No daytime weather cycle. So I think I'm going to put it in the nether. And not have to worry about getting, because I mean you each dispenser has to be full of bottles, so that's just 9 stacks of bottles per dispenser times 10, so that's 90 stacks of glass bottles. That's a lot, and I'm not gonna build 3 of those farms. Not for now, anyways. I don't think I'm gonna use honey blocks to that extent. I think we'll get way more than we'll ever need. So, we'll see, I guess. See how that goes. But yeah, guys, I think that's about going to wrap up this episode. I know it's been a long one. It's been a while since I recorded anything, and I just needed to get on and record and do a little recap video. I know it's kind of shocking. Our world has really changed a lot. I've been streaming on Twitch instead of making videos lately. If you guys ever want to come hang out, um, you're more than welcome. It's a very small channel, so I'm always there watching chat if you want to come in and talk or say hey or have any questions about Minecraft. Although I may not be able to answer them, come check me out. It's my Twitch is Jinx underscore TT. So it's just like my YouTube. But I'm on there pretty regular. Unless I'm recording a YouTube video or something, I'm normally on Twitch playing Minecraft or doing something. I do play some Rocket League occasionally on Twitch. So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And we'll continue along next time. And we'll see you then. Have a good one.